very, very, very quick stops to take right here on your nation station, DBS Radio. Make sure that you keep it locked with your nation station, DBS Radio.
For all your shopping needs at the best prices in Dominica, shop at S-Mart. Shop smart at S-Mart.
Shop smart at S-Mart.
Can you get me some Lotto?
Oh, my favorite
Shop smart at S-Mart.
I get a top-up flow and digital.
Shop smart at S-Mart.
Sunday to Sunday.
Open on holidays.
Shop smart at S-Mart.
So much fresh fruit and produce.
Good quality service. Unlimited parking. All the best products at S-Mart. You get the best prices.
Shop smart at S-Mart.
Some people spend their money on expensive applications, but I prefer a tropical flair that suits my satisfaction. To say girls love luxury is so obsolete. Women really love a cozy home. Caribbean lifestyle. Draped in linen kind of home, colors, fabrics, and rhinestones. What a combination. Caribbean lifestyle. Flowers, prints that wow the eye. Readily available at Caribbean Lifestyles. Durable, comfortable, at prices incomparable. Women really love a cozy home. At Caribbean Lifestyles, multi-drapes, chair covers, curtains, bedwear, rugs, and vase with different shapes. Come to Caribbean Lifestyles, upstairs LA Dupini Fabric Store, where quality is affordable. Caribbean Lifestyles.
DBS News. Fresh in the morning, eye-opening and balanced. The DBS Morning News starts right now.
This morning's headlines: a former government minister, distinguished businessman, and avid sportsman, the late Julius Timothy, is to be laid to rest later today. He's accorded an official funeral. Health authorities in Jamaica warn of the deadly leptospirosis disease. The U.S. President Donald Trump says he will sue the BBC for around $1 billion. And the national men's volleyball team secures a hard-fought victory in ECVA volleyball tournament last night. Details of the morning news right after this.
Yo, what's up?
Baby, let's go.
Turn your TV on. Listen to DBS on Digital TV Channel 50 and Flow TV Channel 951.
DBS News.
Welcome back to the DBS Major Morning News. My name is Curtis Matthew. Here we go with our lead story. The late Julius Timothy is being remembered as a true Dominican patriot. Prime Minister Roosevelt Skerrit says Mr. Timothy contributed significantly to national development. Mr. Timothy, who served as finance minister in the UWP administration and health minister in the Dominican Labour Party government, will be accorded an official funeral from 2 o'clock today at the St. Alphonsus Catholic Church.
Mr. Julius Timothy will be laid to rest, an official funeral on Saturday. Obviously, Mr. Timothy made a great contribution to Dominica in many areas. As I said before when I spoke about this, I have the greatest respect for everyone who stayed in Dominica for all of his years, who labored in Dominica's vineyard in many areas, creating jobs for people and playing their part in nation building. There are many people who had opportunities to migrate and decided to stay in Dominica to work. And I have the greatest appreciation and admiration for all of those persons who have done so. And so Julius Timothy was one of them. He made his contribution. It was for him about Dominica. As you know, he left the United West Party and came and joined the Labour Party in government, worked for us for some time. And so I believe we will remember him as a true patriot, someone who was genuinely concerned about the welfare and well-being of Dominica. And so that I hope is the way that he'll be remembered. And he was prepared to work across political lines to ensure that his contribution can continue to be made wherever and whenever it was needed.
And that's Prime Minister Roosevelt Skerrit. Mr. Timothy was an avid sportsman, and his business entity, AC Shillingford and Company, sponsored several clubs and individuals. He touched the lives of many in the Roseau North constituency, where he was parliamentary representative. However, his financial support extended to others elsewhere. Viewing of the body of the late Julius Timothy begins at 11:30 this morning at the St. Alphonsus Catholic Church. The funeral service is from 2 o'clock. DBS Radio will broadcast that event live this afternoon from 2 o'clock. Other news this morning, Prime Minister Roosevelt Skerrit has defended the Citizenship by Investment Program, the CBI, as 37-room Ocean Oasis Hotel opened its doors in the Castle Comfort area last night. Mr. Skerrit said the Ocean Oasis is an example of the benefits from the Citizenship by Investment Program.
I want to take this moment to remind everyone that the CBI program, which helped make this project a reality, remains one of the most successful tools for financing development in small states like ours. It has allowed us to rebuild after disasters, to invest in health, to invest in education and schools and roads, and to support entrepreneurs who want to create opportunities for Dominica. Through responsible management, we have ensured that the program benefits all our citizens. Ocean Oasis is another clear example of that success. It is a tangible, visible project that has created jobs, will generate income, and strengthen our tourism brand. We will continue to work closely with our regional partners to uphold the highest standards in the CBI industry, ensuring transparency, integrity, and long-term sustainability. Because at its core, this program is about building a better Dominica for every man, woman, and child.
Mr. Skerrit says Ocean Oasis will provide opportunities for many in Dominica.
What excites me most about this project is not just how it looks, though it is a stunning project, but what it means for people. During construction, dozens of jobs were created. Now that the hotel is open, more opportunities are emerging in hospitality, in transportation, in farming, in the arts, in local tourism experience. A project like this touches many lives. The farmer who supplies fresh produce, the fisherman who sells his fish, the taxi driver who picks up guests at the airport, the musician who entertains visitors in the evenings, all of them benefit from this investment. That is how development should work. It should ripple through communities, lifting people, building skills, and creating a sense of shared achievement.
And that's Prime Minister Roosevelt Skerrit. Parliamentary Representative for Roseau South, Shakira Lockhart-Hippolyte, says the development of Ocean Oasis is a proud day for Dominica.
This stunning Ocean Oasis is proof that when vision meets partnership, the Dominican dream thrives. This achievement did not happen by chance. It came about through the government of Dominica's world-class Citizenship by Investment Program, a program that has been the very lifeblood of our economy. Through the CBI, we have rebuilt our nation after natural disasters, strengthened our healthcare system, modernized our schools, invested in housing, and supported developments like this, one that creates employment and opportunity. To Mr. Floyd Capitole, owner and managing director of this beautiful establishment, I say thank you. Thank you for believing in Dominica. Thank you for putting your resources, your faith, your intellect, your vast experience, and your energy into our people. You show what is possible when Dominican entrepreneurs dare to dream and deliver.
And that's the parliamentary representative for Roseau South, Shakira Lockhart-Hippolyte, owner and managing director of Ocean Oasis, Floyd Capitola, says the facility offers a different experience for guests. He says Ocean Oasis is proof that dreams can become a reality in Dominica.
The building comprises 37 rooms, oceanfront rooms, all of them, with a presidential suite, a spa, a multi-purpose room, a mini restaurant, a casino, a games room, a gym, a pool bar, adult pool, kiddies pool, jetty, among other amenities. Today, this is not just about me. I want to say, PM, thank you for believing in youth. Thank you for believing in the poor. Thank you for believing when no one else believed. You are truly a beacon of hope. And this building, I don't want it to be seen as something constructed by me, but rather a reminder to every Dominican that irrespective of your color, your family background, your status, you can achieve great things in this very country. Especially with leaders like Prime Minister Roosevelt Skerrit. Some goals can look big, they can look difficult at times. You will feel overwhelmed. You may feel that you should give up, and these feelings will come. And even friends will tell you, but why are you working so hard? That's not necessary. You're going to die and leave it all. But please, keep pushing. Keep pushing. The key is to remain focused, remain positive, work at it every day.
And that's the owner and managing director of Ocean Oasis Hotel, Floyd Capitola. Other news this morning, a student of the Dominica Grammar School has emerged the winner of the second annual public speaking competition in disaster risk management. The competition took place at the Office of Disaster Management on Friday.
So for this year's public speaking, second annual public speaking competition, in third place with 91 points is Colonel Stevens of the Northeast Comprehensive. In second place with 92 points is Kalen Matthew, St. Mary's Academy. Ladies and gentlemen, for the second annual public speaking competition in disaster risk management, your winner with 94 points from the Dominica Grammar School, Tama Winston. Let's put your hands together for a winner.
And other news this morning, 6 participants from the Dominica State College have officially signed their contracts to compete for the coveted Miss Dominica State College Mass Jamboree 2026 title. The Miss Dominica State College Mass Jamboree will make a return next year following a 5-year break. The event is set to take place in early February 2026.
The Dominica State College is thrilled to announce the much-anticipated return of the Miss DSC Mass Jamboree pageant after a 5-year break. The event is set to make a vibrant comeback in early February 2026, and excitement is already building on campus. 6 confident and dynamic young women have officially signed their contracts and are ready to compete for the coveted Miss DSC Mass Jamboree 2026 title. The contestants are Shakai Andrew, Nina Brown, Kaylee Clark, Makita Joseph, Nathalia Christmas, and Kenisha Demiza. The Miss DSC Mass Jamboree pageant has long been a highlight of student life at the college, a celebration of Dominican culture, creativity, and student empowerment. More than a beauty pageant, it provides a meaningful platform for young women to express themselves, build confidence, and develop leadership skills. This year's competition promises a dynamic showcase of talent, elegance, and cultural pride, capturing the true essence of Dominica's youth.
And that's the Marketing and Communications Officer at the Dominica State College, Kimberly Benjamin. Let's head into Jamaica now. Health authorities in that country, they're issuing an urgent plea for public vigilance as a suspected rise in leptospirosis cases sweeps across communities, grappling with days of persistent stagnant water following Hurricane Melissa. Chief Medical Officer Dr. Jacqueline Bissasaw McKenzie confirmed the heightened risk Friday, noting that the stagnant water conditions are ideal for the deadly disease to spread. The Ministry of Health says it has already seen suspected cases. Finally, this morning, the U.S. President Donald Trump has said he will take legal action against the BBC over how his speech was edited by Panorama after the corporation apologized but refused to compensate him. Trump said he will sue for around $1 billion. And on Thursday, the BBC said the editor of the 6 January 2021 speech had given the impression that Donald Trump made a direct call for violent action, but that was a mistake. The BBC apologized to the president, but said it would not pay financial compensation. It is 15 minutes after 7 o'clock. That's news. Don't go away. The sports broadcast comes up shortly.
Covering the nation and beyond, DBS Sports Report.
Rudolph Thomas Enterprise in Portsmouth, your suppliers of building materials and hardware products. Over 20 years experience in the business. Rudolph Thomas has lumber and plywood, Portland and tile cement, steel rods, galvanized and fenced pipe. And Rudolph Thomas can meet all your wire needs. Galvanized roofing sheets, doors, windows, toilet sets, face basins and bidets. PVC piping, fittings and lattice. Check out Rudolph Thomas for ceramic and vinyl floor and wall tiles, nails, nuts and bolts, paint and painting supplies. And check out their line of electrical and hand tools. And Rudolph Thomas is your one-stop shop for hard-to-find items like fiberglass mat and fiberglass resin and welding rods. Go now to Rudolph Thomas on 1240 Bay Street in Portsmouth.
Here's a quick tip from NBD.
A quick tip from the National Bank of Dominica Limited. Scammers may send fake emails or texts. Remember, NBD will never ask you to reset your more banking password or share your card PIN, CVV, or other sensitive information this way. Stay alert. Stay secure. When in doubt, contact NBD, your partner, your bank.
Let's begin the DBS Morning Sports Report with cricket news and news on the first test match between South Africa and India. India having the advantage after 2 days of the first test match. The second day just having come to an end. Let's look at the scores. South Africa batting first made 159. Aiden Makram 31, Jasprit Bumrah captured 5 for 27, Mohammad Siraj 2 for 47, and Kuldeep Yadav 2 for 36. Well, India, in reply to the 159 made by South Africa, they were all out for 189. That's India 189. KL Rahul made 39. The bowling for South Africa, Simon Hammer 4 for 30 and Marco Johnson 3 for 35. Well, South Africa batting a second time. They are in all sorts of trouble. They closed the day on 93 for 7. South Africa closing the second day on 93 for 7, a lead of only 63. Temba Bavuma is not out 29. Ravindra Jadeja has 4 wickets. It's India having the big advantage in the first test match. Some volleyball news now, and good news for the Dominica volleyball team. Dominica had to dig deep last night to overcome a spirited Antigua and Barbuda and win their 4th straight match in the ECVA Under-23 men's volleyball tournament. Dominica won over Antigua and Barbuda by 3 games to 2. At one point, Antigua looked destined to hand in Dominica their first defeat, but the boys from the Nature Isle weathered the Antigua storm and fought hard in the deciding set with the game poised at 2-2. Dominica in the end taking the final set 20-20. The set scores for the match 25-19, 24-26, 25-21, 21-25, and 22-20, a very close encounter. Dominica winning by 3-2. Here is the head coach of the Dominica team, Itoma James.
I am very happy that we won the game. I think the guys finally show me their fighting spirits. I must say that I am pleased. The guys really dig deep and show me that chemistry, that togetherness, that willingness to fight for each other that I have been trying to get them to show me and prove to everybody that they have. They have shown it tonight, and I am very happy because it's not just a win, it's a win against the only other undefeated team in the tournament so far, which puts us at the top of the table, which really and truly kind of ensures our position in the finals. So now we have one more game. We just need to go back, rest, relax, and come out again and play another good game. During the game, really what I was trying to tell the players is that, it's 1 point at a time. Focus, we need to make sure that we focus and make proper decisions, and it's not everything or the other team is actually playing. You expect them to score points, and we cannot break down when they score points. We need to just step up and show them that we are a better team, and when we get our chances to score points is that we score points also. And again, I think they listened and they showed me what they were made of, and we got a very good victory. I'm happy for the team.
And that's the head coach of the Dominica volleyball team, Itoma James. Football news now. Head coach of the men's national football team, Ellington Sabin, is hoping that his team will be more clinical in front of goal as they continue with their campaign in the CONCACAF series in St. Kitts. Dominica lost its opening match against French St. Martin and will be up against Dutch St. Martin later today. Coach Sabin says the team cannot afford to continue to waste their chances.
Well, the guys are confident. The guys are set to redeem themselves from after the last game, after the loss, the disappointing loss. It's just about going out there and finishing. It's only the aspect of finishing that we seem to be struggling with. It's just about going and finish the chances that we create in the match tomorrow.
All right, Coach, a day or two to reflect on that loss against French St. Martin. Upon hindsight, what are some of the areas you think we need to sharpen up on, apart from finishing ahead of this game against Dutch St. Martin?
Well, a more progressive approach to the game and a more attacking approach to the game. I mean, we really had some spells of possession in the last game. It's about going and turning that possession into forward movement as opposed to lateral and backward movement, and that also will help the finishing aspect that we're speaking about.
All right. Coach, what will be the main objectives for Dutch St. Martin? I know obviously a victory, yes, but in terms of what you'd like to see from the Dominican team?
Well, we owe the country goals. It's about going out there and finishing as many chances as we create. We really owe the country, based on my last count, it's about 8 goals we owe the country. We're going to try as much as possible to reduce that deficit and score as many goals as possible as is presented to us tomorrow.
All right, and Coach, looking ahead to Dutch St. Martin, you would have had a chance to see them play against St. Kitts. What did you take from that encounter, and how would you be approaching this game?
They have a similar style of play. I mean, the Dutch and the French have a similar style of play. Both teams beatable, but as we saw in the last game, we managed to make a mess out of the last game. We're just hoping not to repeat that fate and go out there and do what is necessary to win the game.
Based on how you're speaking, the guys should be, over eager to get onto the field and, really beat St. Martin. So what would be your words to them? Because, yes, you want to get the 3 points, you want to get the victory, but you also, want the guys to go out there, play good football.
Yeah, be confident in your ability. I mean, the captain made a promise to the country in his last interview after the first game that we're going to go there and win the game tomorrow, and we're going to go out there and do that confidently. All the players have to do is be confident in their own ability and the ability of the rest of the teammates, and go out there and execute what is necessary to bring home the 3 points and as many goals as possible.
All right, Coach, final question. I know that you want the 3 points, but you also have a responsibility, of course, to showcase as many players as possible. In terms of likely rotations, are we likely to see some changes for the game?
Well, yeah, like in the last game, we saw some 5 changes, so we got some 5 new players into the field and got them some minutes under the belt. The objective in friendlies is always to do the same thing. I mean, this is a different kind of a friendly where it's more of a competitive friendly, but in friendlies, it's about exposing as many players as possible, and we will still aim to do that regardless of the results, regardless of what is going on. We try to expose and give as much players as possible a chance to hit the pitch and try and make a name for themselves.
And that's the head coach of the national football team, Ellington Sabin. Meanwhile, the midfielder Giovanni Xavier says the players are looking forward to today's encounter.
Well, things have been going pretty well, despite the loss of the first game. The spirit of the guys are there, the camaraderie is there, and just want to keep that going.
All right, let's talk about the first game. First of all, a new position for you. Normally you're fullback on the team, but you got a chance to play in the midfield in number 6. Just talk to me about that role that you had to play.
Well, it's not a new position. Well, first new one on the senior team, but I've been playing there for my club. I played the CFU for my club as well. So it's not really a new position, and I'm very versatile as well. I can play midfield, centre back, left back, right back.
All right, so how do you think that sort of preparation with the CFU and playing with your club in the number 6 position, how do you think that helped you? And also the coach had to make a decision to put you in the midfield this time around.
I think it helped me very well, and especially if the senior players like Chad and Babel from my club, they've been helping me as well, telling me what I need to do and things like that. So it's been going well.
All right. First game against French St. Martin, a game Dominica were dominating, but we didn't come out on the winning end. This time around, what are some of the, you had a few days, of course, to reflect. What are some of the things that you think that we could do better based on your reflections?
Well, for me, I'll say our finishing, we need to finish, we're getting chances, we're creating the chances, and we just need to put it at the back of the net. And the midfield is a strong midfield, I will say, and the defense role in the end, just, I guess, the last 10 minutes is we just lapsed there in the game.
All right, coming up against Dutch St. Martin on Saturday, and of course it'll be important for Dominica to get a win. So what has been the feeling like in the camp from the guys? How pumped up are they for this big game?
The spirit there, I'll say, we want to pass a revenge on the other St. Martin team, so it just go there and just do what we have to do.
And that's the national player, Giovanni Xavier. Dominica will play Dutch St. Martin at 4 o'clock this afternoon. Dominica went undefeated Friday in the Special Olympics 3-on-3 basketball tournament in Guadeloupe. The Dominica team played a total of 3 matches on Friday. Dominica came up against Guadeloupe B team in its first match in the morning and won the match 7-1. Delicia Julian was the game's top scorer with 4 baskets. Fares Daisy had 2 and Radiant Felix 1. In their second game later in the afternoon, the Dominica team pounded Antigua 16 baskets to 1. Fares Daisy had a game-high 7 points, Delicia Julian 5 points, Radiant Felix 3, and Denzel Seraphine 1. And in their third game of the day, the Dominica team made light work of Guadeloupe A, winning 16-2. Some netball news. 2 matches highlighted Friday's secondary schools netball championships at Windsor Park with strong scoring performances deciding both games. In the under-16 matchup, Goodwill Secondary School defeated Castlebrook Secondary School 18 goals to 3. For Goodwill Secondary School, Marie Montune scored 16 from 23 tries, while Chrisia Pierre added 2 from 4 attempts. Castlebrook Secondary School's only scorer was Kiara Shillingford, who netted 3 goals from 6 tries. In the under-20 game, the Dominica State College A team edged past Castlebrook Secondary School 45-35. Scoring for the State College's A team, Nayabel Paquette had 27 goals from 38 tries. Akila Daisy with 15 tries. She scored 15 from 20 tries. And Marina June had 3 goals from 5 attempts. Let's go back to some cricket news. 3 matches are on this weekend in the Central Cooperative Credits Union Dominica Cricket Association Intermediate League. In the lone match today at the Geneva Playing Field in Granby, the Police Sports Club will play the Kalinago Blasters. Tomorrow, the Nagico Northern Stars will take on the DCA Emerald Stars at Benjamin Park, while at Geneva Playing Field, it will be Gladiators Cricket Club taking on the Casuals. Let's bring you some schools cross-country news now. Eden Nesty and DeAndre St. Rose delivered the headline performances at the West Central Cross-Country Meet Friday, winning the girls and boys races as 5 schools battled for top honors. Results in the girls category: First place, Eden Nesty of the Christian Union Primary. Second, Kania Seaman, Brerian Christian Academy. And third, Syria Canoville of Goodwill Primary. In the team standing in girls segment, the Brerian Christian Academy came first, Goodwill Primary second, Christian Union Primary third. In the boys event, first, DeAndre St. Rose, Goodwill Primary. Second, Kenson Paul, Roseau Primary. The team standings in the boys segment, Goodwill Primary in first place, Roseau Primary second, Christian Union Primary third. Meanwhile, Newton Primary, the sole representative for the Southwest District, also advanced to the finals with Loria Polidor winning the district girls race and Charles leading the boys. Elsewhere on Friday, Siniku Primary dominated the sports division, primary schools district cross-country Southeast meet, sweeping the top places in both the girls and boys races and finishing first in both teams' events. In girls' results, Alana Matthew came first. She was followed by Jaylin Valmore in second, Amaya De Vilda in third, and Shillingford fourth, all from the Sinico Primary School. In fifth place was Theodore from Cassibus Primary. In the boys' event, Jamal Valmore and Micah Matthew of Sinico Primary came first and second. Third was Murphy Polidor of the Monjon Primary, with Kellon Buckmeyer of the Cassibus Primary in fourth, and Jared Fontaine Sinico in fifth. For the girls' team standing, Sinico in first place, Cassibus Primary in second, and Monjon in third place. And in the boys' team standing, Sinico Primary first, Cassibus Primary second, and Sansove Primary third. 6 schools took part in the events: Sinico Primary, Cassibus Primary, Sansove Primary, Granford Primary, Monjon Primary, and Jones Bopier Primary Schools. Finally, some domino news. Action will continue in the Julius Timothy Domino League Sunday. There will be no league matches today due to the funeral of the late Julius Timothy, the league sponsor. Here is the league coordinator, Delvin Esprit.
On Sunday, BS Stars will travel to Maho to play bad side. Brutal Forces will meet Warriors in Maho. NATO Full Effects will travel to Cassibus to play non-players. Rosima White City meet Roadblock in Chibu. Brigady Stars play Roadside in Paybush. Itasi Stars meet Massey Square in Paybush. Wake Up Stars travel to Brantford to play Baghdad. And West Coast Cretchin and Jerry Adrian Valiant play Focus in Monwachet. Delvin Esprit reported.
Thank you very much, Delvin Esprit, coordinator of Dominoes on the island. That too is a look at the DBS Major Morning News and Sports. We will be back at 1:15 with another news and sports package. On behalf of the News and Sports Department and our link person, Joseph Fadul, Curtis Matthew saying good morning. Coming up very soon on the radio, the insert of the package.
Rudolph Thomas Enterprise in Portsmouth, your suppliers of building materials and hardware products. Over 20 years experience in the business. Rudolph Thomas has lumber and plywood, Portland and tile cement, steel rods, galvanized and fenced pipe. And Rudolph Thomas can meet all your wire needs. Galvanized roofing sheets, doors, windows, toilet sets, face basins and bidets. PVC piping, fittings and lattice. Check out Rudolph Thomas for ceramic and vinyl floor and wall tiles, nails, nuts and bolts, paint and painting supplies. And check out their line of electrical and hand tools. And Rudolph Thomas is your one-stop shop for hard-to-find items like fiberglass mat and fiberglass resin and welding rods. Go now to Rudolph Thomas on 1240 Bay Street in Portsmouth.
Here's a quick tip from MBD.
A quick tip from the National Bank of Dominica Limited. Scammers may send fake emails or texts. Remember, NBD will never ask you to reset your more banking password or share your card PIN, CVV, or other sensitive information this way. Stay alert. Stay secure. When in doubt, contact NBD, your partner, your bank.
It's time to bring you the insert of the package on your nation station, DBS Radio. The insert of the package, of course, being brought to you with the kind compliments of the good folks at A&A Low Price Center.
A&A Low Price Center in the village of Calabishi offers the best prices for the freshest products ever. One-stop convenient shopping at A&A Low Price Center in Calabishi. For your foods, your everyday needs, snacks, liquor, dry goods, and more. Just about everything located in the flat of Calabishi, directly in the center of the village. Come to A&A Low Price Center on the highway in Calabishi. A&A Low Price Center is family owned and operated. It is fully computerized, VAT compliant, load tow, credit card and top-up capabilities. Stop at A&A Low Price Center in Calabishi today or call 445-7655. Drop us an email at analowprice@gmail.com. A&A Low Price Center in Calabishi open 7 days a week, 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. Visit us today. Just walk in and be happy you did.
And this morning's insert of the package will come from the morning news, where Dominica can boast of an increase in its hotel room stock as the 37-room hotel Ocean Oasis opened its doors to the public at Castle Comfort yesterday. Owner and managing director of Ocean Oasis